welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, and today we are trying to go to the Mun. Or that's at least what I think we want to do. Because, let me explain what my thought is behind this. At this point, if you watched my other episodes, we came to unlock quite a bit of the tech tree without ever leaving Kerbal orbit. But, I mean, to get further, we kinda need the mobile processing lab. Now, we would actually have the science to unlock it, but we do not have the level on the R&D, the research and development building here. So we are kind of missing 450,000 funds. Well, we do have 300, so we're kind of missing about 150,000 funds. And so I was thinking, how can we get those funds? And what I saw isn't really something good. We could actually ferry some tourists, but we don't really have any modules where we can take a lot of Kerbals, so it would be a kind of makeshift thing, and we would just put a lot of capsules or something. So I'm not really happy about this. We will absolutely use this in the future to make a lot of money. But today, I think we're gonna do this one. This contract is making us head to the Mun and pass by it, and without any risk. So we do not have to have any Kerbals on this. So this will also not mess up with our tourist contracts. So they don't want to go to the Mun at all after this, or they shouldn't. So what we would need to do here is we would need to fly by the Mun, gather scientific data from the Mun, and return to Kerbin from the flyby, which will give us some science, actually, a lot of reputation, and as you can see, a total of 90,000 in advance and around 160,000 when coming back from the Mun and bringing the science back. And, I think we could do this. So let's actually accept this contract, and let's also check if there's some other good contract. But I don't think there's anything I really wanna or can do right now. I don't like the speed requirements on those tests. So I think we're gonna try to do a flyby. Now, generally, let's think about what do we need when doing such a flyby. We need some way of steering our rocket all the way around the Mun and back. Okay, so we probably, if we do not put any Kerbals, we want to have a probe core, just like we do here, and we will tell it, or this one will be basically our Kerbal. It will steer the rocket. So we do not need any command pods because we do have this probe core. There's also the Sputnik, the Stupidity, but it's, I think, inferior. But I'm not quite sure. But I just always use the Octo, so that's what we're gonna go with for right now. Now this actually does have some reaction wheels. Do we have some more reaction wheels? We actually do not. So yeah, that is maybe gonna be a problem. I'm really excited for when we actually do have some. What else do we have here? There's not really a lot of other things there. So what we we're probably gonna go with a Terrier for the probe as it is, because it has a insanely high ISP in vacuum. It's a very efficient engine in the vacuum. So we're gonna use this one. And we probably now also need to think about how to bring this whole thing up. Because we do not yet, if I'm correct, payload aerodynamics. We do not yet have any fairings. So we really need to pay attention on how we do those things. Now, we also need to think about how we will get this thing back, because we want to return it to get the full funds, because it's much more or much better to bring it back, actually. So we probably will have we want to have some batteries on there. We want to have, and that is the thing, how much science do we actually want to bring back? Because technically this would be an amazing setup. 2 science juniors on this ship. Then we would probably want to have like 2 mystery goose for high and low space about the Mun. Let's actually just try and build a probe core the way it would be amazing to fly. And I'm trying here to put those in a way that if we now put a heat shield down here, that we can actually get this thing back. Now, if you look at this thing is quite top heavy here, so we need to think about how we will re-enter this thing, because like this we cannot re-enter, okay? Because the blue ball is usually when it's flying, it's gonna be behind. It's gonna be behind the yellow ball. So we're quite good when going up right now, but if we re-enter, is that actually right? What I'm telling you, I'm really, it's really confusing me all the time. Yes, so the blue one is always gonna be behind when you think about in which way you wanna go. So we probably want to have some fins on this. Again, just like we did it on the, I think, last rocket, we actually did the same. So I am actually gonna do something like this. Those fins make sure this whole thing is gonna be pointing to the ground with the heat shield. Do you see the blue? The blue. I think it's the center of the drag. I'm not quite sure actually what it is, what it resembles, but you can toggle it down here with the aerodynamics overlay. So what else do we need? We probably want to have some more science. We want to have some thermometers. We want to put those here, also in like the shadow of the air pressure, because we don't want to burn them off. And we also want to have some barometers for high and low space above the Mun. That looks quite good. Do we need something else? Yes, we need. Let's think about what we want to have there. We will bring back the science, so we do not really need to transmit it. But I think I'm still, we can take it back again, but I will try to include a communitron for, oh, actually that is maybe not as good. We need to stay below 30 parts, do we? Because we are still limited by that. So I'm actually not sure this is gonna work. Ideally we could do something like this and then have this one just stick out or something. Actually, let's just leave it out. We do not really need it. We should be fine with the power levels in the KSC. Well, I'm actually not sure. Let's maybe put 1. Yeah, we'll put 1 and see if we can stay below the part limit. But we need around 900 delta V to go to the Mun and come back from the Mun. If I'm correct, I'm gonna try to make it as efficient as possible. Maybe I'm actually not gonna be able to do it. We will see if it works. Maybe we'll have to have a second and third version of this. Where is my coupling? So we'll couple here. We'll have this one. Now, this is only around 400 delta V, so that is not gonna be enough. So let's actually take an adapter. This one is too big. Do we have another one? Yes, this one. You are 800. I don't want to make the rocket too tall. That is the thing. I'm kind of concerned. What we also, of course, could do is we could work... Well, we can do something like this and try to... No, we cannot. Yeah, we kind of want to go with the largest tanks we have available. But if we do this, that is 900 meters. So that would work. That is 900 meters of delta V in space. But now, how do we get this whole thing up into space? Because that needs around, what is it? Around 4,500 delta V or something. We'll have to try it out, but maybe we want to leave this out. But it would really help with aerodynamics. And as you can see, when re-entering, it's going to look like this. So the blue ball needs to be behind the yellow ball when re-entering. So we are good there, I think. This will really help, and our SAS is going to be less... it's going to be less demanding on our SAS. We also need... Ooh, I forgot. We also need some batteries. Is one going to be enough? I'm just going to try with one. And I'm actually going to put like 2 solar panels on here. The thing is, if this is going to really mess with our part limit. We only have 8 parts left, I think. Because now we need to get the blue ball below the yellow one. So that is really going to mess things up. So we do have the decoupler there. So let's definitely adapt to some bigger tanks there. What are the largest ones? This one actually. Or don't we have... Yeah, we have those, but they are not really part efficient. I would rather be able to use one of those. So let's maybe go with another adapter. Let's do something like this. And let's try and take the whole rocket up a little bit. And then here, let's put some... Oh, we actually do not have good engines. I mean, we do have this swivel, which we will need at least one of. That is actually quite a bit of delta V on... Wait, let's see. So this one is 900 meters per second. And like this, we do have around 4,000, but that is not going to be enough. Which is why... And what is the TVR on this one? Probably pretty low. Do we see TVR here on the Kerbal Engineer Redux? We do see it down here, 0.5. That is not going to be enough. So we could, in theory, add 4 more engines to this thing, but then we're out of parts. This would actually bring us towards a 2 TVR, so that is kind of too much then. Maybe something like this. I mean, now we're at a TVR of 1.7, which is quite good. But this thing is gonna flip in an instant. Especially if we start to drain out the fuel here. So we need some... Yeah, we need some more fuel, especially. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I mean, we can try. Now we are on 3,000 delta V, which is still not enough. And we are on 30 parts, I think. So if we now put some wings, which we would definitely need, if we now try to fly by Mun V1. If we now... Yeah, we cannot launch this. So I think we do have a few options, basically. We do have the option of getting rid of science juniors, or in general, just experiments. which I kind of don't want to do because it would be amazing, but I don't think we have the. We do have the parts. I mean, we could try. Well, we need like 3 to 4 fins. Even if we now put some more fuel tanks on this. I mean, something like this could work in like a Soviet style. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. So let's actually take out one Science Junior. So we're just gonna go high above the Mun, or maybe low. Oh, this is sad. This is sad. This is just one part. Yeah, technically we can do this mission 2 times, and then we take one thermometer out, then one barometer, like this, and we take this one over to here, and we also take one mystery goo away. Something like this, which would give us some more parts, wouldn't it? Wait, how many parts can we still add now? Can we launch this? Yes, we could launch this. Let's just see how it flies. It flies like shit, I'm pretty sure. But we will see. So let's try. And the loading times are they're here again. Okay, let's just fly this and see what happens. But I'm pretty sure, oh, we did also not yet include any parachutes. So yeah, this is not, and this is probably gonna flip over this rocket if I now start doing a gravity turn. Oh, maybe we're actually fine. Oh no, now we yeah, you see, now it's not controllable anymore. Oh, maybe it is actually. Maybe that was just a wobble. It's a really not good controllable rocket at this point. I'm not sure I can keep this one upright. Because, yeah, it's very top heavy. Let's see. No. You see? Now the top went over. I couldn't do anything. Maybe it was also no. It really just there's really just no way we can make this thing fly like this. Maybe we want to take out the Science Junior completely. On the other hand, it would be amazing to have it. Maybe just one photovoltaic thing. Now we're a little bit better on parts. Well, we do have one more part we can put on. Maybe we want to have well, this is just one tank, so it's also kind of fine. Let's see, how much delta V is this gonna be? Oh, that was a rhyme. Nice. Yeah, now this is too much delta V. So we technically can use it as we need around 5,300 delta V. So in theory, we could just do something like this. Oh no, actually not, because then that's gonna mess with. Let's see, if we just put, those are those. No, those are those. If we just put one of those, that's almost enough. That is just a TVR of 1.02, and we still need a parachute. So, well, we probably need more than one parachute, do we? That is pretty heavy, that thing. If we take this and without the heat shield, because we can jettison it, I think, then that is, how heavy are you? You are 0.5 tons. Okay, that should be okay for one of those large ones. Well, we do not yet have the large ones, so we at least need one of you. And maybe some drogue chutes. One drogue chute. Then we're over the part limit again, are we? Yes, we are over the part limit again. Maybe I really just have to get rid of these science experiments for the sake of getting just getting money. But it's also kind of shit to do that. I don't like that. I think if you're getting empty, yeah, this is not gonna be bad. Well, it is getting better, is it? No, it's not. I'm confused. Okay, so wait. This we cannot fly because it's still... We would need to do something like this, but this is gonna mess with our center of lift and stuff there even more. So that is not the best way of doing things. What if we remove... Ooh, that would help. Question now, if we take you... Yeah, this thing is gonna tumble hard. But in theory, we do have SAS on this thing. So in theory, this could work. And now we just need 2 smaller boosters or something on the side. We do still have 2. Yeah, 3,500 meters delta V is not enough at all. What is the total? I just want to see the total one. Is it those 4,000? I mean, we can try and fly this, but I don't think it's gonna work. And we do have... Well, we technically do have 2 more. So we could, in theory, put... No, we cannot, because we need some decouplers too. Do we? Maybe we could... I mean, we can put a large one and one more engine. That would help, maybe. So let's actually take a swivel. Let's take 3 swivels. And 3 of the reline, because they are a little bit more efficient. Question is, can we make them not... Or will they explode? That's the question now. What's the TBR there? Oh, only 0.8 TBR? That is weird. Let's see if that's actually right. Because if it is, then that is not gonna work, of course. I'm not sure if the game is calculating that correctly. But I hope it's not, actually. But there's a good chance it is. Let's just see. Yes, we cannot get off the ground like this. Interesting. That is 6 engines. Is one of those tanks so heavy? That is interesting. Okay. This is a heavy rocket, and we do not have do not have better engines. I mean, we could try and put some boosters on this, but it's not gonna get better. Yeah, maybe it's actually gonna be this one again. This is only 0.9? What did we do that this thing got so heavy? Hello? That is weird. What if we take it out? Then it's probably gonna be enough, but... Even then, but now we're missing a lot of delta V again. Let's actually try and... I'm gonna try and fly this to space. And I'll be back in a second. This thing is so slow. Just look at it. This is real speed. It is so slow. Getting off the launch pad, but the delta V is obviously climbing, which I mean is a good thing. Why is it not steering? Don't we have some swivels there? Oh, they are not staged. That is why. Okay, I think I just found the issue. We should probably fix the staging before looking at TVR calculations. So let's put those back and let's actually get this. And now, yes, now this should be... This is way better. This could actually make it. So let's actually save this for a second. And let's launch and see if we can get this to the Mun. I doubt it, but we'll see. And we also want to have a kind of clean... Yeah, we kind of want to have a clean Mun Flyby. Ideally, we get a free return trajectory, because that is actually a thing, even in KSP. So, let's see. Now, this is going way better. Let's go to about 200 meters per second of surface speed before starting our gravity turn. I found that to be a quite good value, and we will look at our orbit information. We do not yet have advanced orbital information, sadly, but we do have the normal one, so I will just try to wing the gravity turn there. So we want to go east, or whatever that is. Is it actually east? I'm not sure. So basically into direction there. And we are going up quite fast because our TVR is starting to climb quite fast. And our rocket is flipping. Yes, I cannot do anything. Let's try and fix it by shutting the engine off. Why is it flipping? Damn. Yeah, it's probably because our wings do not get enough air. So basically it's not stabilizing the rocket properly. What a bummer. Okay. So what do we do? I mean, we can test the landing. But I will revert this to the... I mean, we can actually try to get to space with this, if we want to. Or what is happening? Are we out of fuel or something? No, we're not, actually. Yeah, we're not gonna get to orbit like this. Okay, so let's turn off SAS. Let's stage this just to see if at least the landing would be possible with this thing. Hello, are we getting back down to Earth? Hello, I just wanna... Can we shut this one off? Nope, I cannot click on it again. Okay, so let's try this, and as soon as it is open, yeah. This should easily be able to land. That is not gonna be an issue. It's fun how this one is basically stable and just landing on its own. Well, it's probably gonna crash on its own, but still. Yes, and this one should be more than slow enough to land on its own. Perfect. Okay, so we kind of got a good thing and a bad thing when doing this here. So basically we have a few options. Making the rocket less tall. That is the first option. The second option is to put more wings, which we cannot really do because of part limit. Yeah, this is really starting to get annoying. I'm thinking about removing... Is that a battery? Oh, I did put a battery. Why did I put this battery? Because that would mean we could have 4 of those winglets. But that's still not going to be enough, I think. We can also, in theory, hot stage this. So we basically get rid of this decoupler. And we can see if that is actually going to work. But in theory, it should. So we basically just turn the engine on. And it's going to burn this fuel tank. It will explode this fuel tank and decouple this way. Which would mean we could add, I think, 5 wings here. Do I want to try this? I mean... Oh, it's worth a try. That was too much. That is 6. We only want 5. We cannot do 5, can we? You probably can, but I forgot how to do it. There is a way to do it. I mean, we can do 3. No, we cannot. Wait, we can do 3. Or we just get rid of one other thing on the rocket on top of here. Can we get rid of the communitron? yeah, let's launch and see what happens. Let's see what happens. The re-entry is gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Yeah. And there we go. Let's try this again. TVR is quite good on this rocket. I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, we also should probably fix the staging at some point. Which one is which? This one is the drogue chute, so let's get that one down. And then let's start our gravity turn soon. And as you can see, our delta V is going up quite heavily, so that is good. I mean, that is what we want to see. I'm actually going to do a little aggressive, not at all aggressive gravity turn here, in the hopes that our rocket will not flip. And I'm okay with a little too high apoapsis, but now we start to get not enough air here on those. Probably. We'll actually see in a second. Apoapsis is quite high already, 33. We are still kind of stable. We are still stable at 45, 50. Max Q probably 60 and 70. Yeah, we should probably shut it down here, and then turn around. And not too much, not too much. Wow, we really need reaction wheels. Okay, let's actually now see where we are. Where are we? Yeah, we don't want to get the apoapsis too high, but we also kinda want to have... We don't want to get the we're gonna loft this trajectory quite a bit, so we're gonna basically go higher than we need and then burn down. That is what we are doing right now. We are burning back to Earth a little bit, in the hopes of getting our apoapsis a little bit down again. I'm gonna try to keep this as good as possible while getting the periapsis down. Let's see if this is doable. Yeah, and now I need to wait. I need to get closer to apoapsis again. We actually do not see apoapsis on the map. Wow, that is... I did not know that. We really need to upgrade our tracking station stuff. But it all just costs a ton of money. Yeah, we really need to get the science lab so we can do some orbital research around Kerbin. Let's actually go a little bit further there in time. We are now in space, I think. And now it's going to be especially hard to turn the rocket again. Rocket, we want to basically burn into the other direction you are in right now. What are you doing? Stop this. And we actually need to burn soon. So let's actually... I hope I can turn it fast enough. And then we are going to do our circularization burn. I hope we are not... Ooh, that is going to be a close one. Turn, 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 turn. I should probably have put RCS on this, but we do not have the part count to do it. Okay, so let's get this one going a little bit. No. Wait, now I absolutely lost. Okay, let's decouple this. Is that engine actually on? No. That was... Okay, that was stupid. Because now we have some debris in there. Okay, so I'm gonna revert back and I'm gonna try and get this thing to orbit. Let's see you in a second. Okay, we are not quite yet in an orbit, but maybe we actually do not need to be in an orbit. Oh, you know what I just noticed? We do not have planning nodes. This is gonna be hard. Oh, wow. This is actually gonna be very hard. Can I actually try and steer this thing? I need to go prograde and as quick as possible. I mean, we are not at all in a... Let's go prograde, please. Yes. Okay. We are not in a... Are we in a trajectory where a moon... I mean... That could actually become an encounter, but that you want to be like in a 20-degree angle to the Mun, which is actually quite good. We are actually quite good there, but we could also really mess this trajectory up bad. So let's slow ourselves down there a little. And without the reaction wheels, this is really hard. Let's actually... Yeah, we do not have any information. We cannot set the Mun as a target. Now. Okay. So we need to bring... Oh god. This could be hard. I mean, we could try and brute force it with time warp. Or we could go back to tracking station. I mean, our ship is definitely able to do it. We could go and upgrade our tracking station to do it. But that will cost us quite a lot of funds. What will it cost us? It will cost us basically the amount we get from the mission. Which is not really worth it, is it? I mean, we get some science back, which will maybe be enough to get some tourist contracts going, but that is gonna be... I'm not actually sure. Wait, what will... Is it the administration building, or which one will enable us to... Yes, it is the tracking station, is it? Let's actually save the game real quick. And yeah, let's upgrade, because I don't think I'm able to do it by just doing it without any... yes, now we have some more information here. That is actually maybe gonna be the only reason we can actually do it. Now we will have to do some quite expensive correction burns there. I'm actually gonna try and stage, because if that is not working, why is it... This one needs to fire. Why is it not firing? Okay. Activate engine. Shutdown engine. Oxidiver deprived. Oh. I just noticed something. Yeah, this rocket will not make it anywhere. So basically the only thing we can now test is if we can get it back into the atmosphere. Because it will come back to into the atmosphere. I did not know that this one was sharing. Because we didn't have a decoupler here, it was sharing its fuel with those engines. Which is a beginner mistake. But I mean, we can try. Let's actually speed the game up a little. And maybe we even get a Mun encounter, but I don't know. I don't think so. We're late to the party there. Yeah. So let's warp. How is our no probe control? Why do we not have any probe control? That would also be bad. Is it because we do not have any power? Or what is it? Yes, because we do not have electric charge, because our solar panel is on the wrong side of the rocket. Okay. I mean, there are some issues. There are some issues with this plan. Can we re-enter safely? Without probe control, that's gonna be hard. Because we are kind of relying on this. Wait, let's at least... Can we get some sun to on our solar panel, please? I cannot steer the rocket. It's gonna... It's probably dead. If we do not get some sun... Yeah, because it's not on the sunny side, the solar panel. This is not gonna work. Yes, this is bad. I cannot even stage. Wait, let's change the staging. And then you are the drogue chute, so let's do something like this. Okay, so we are time warping and we are re-entering this thing, but we still do not have probe control because there's no sun, which means, yeah, that this probe it will just aero brake right now, but I don't think it will do anything else. I mean, not even sure we can get the apoapsis low enough just by aero braking here. So this will take a while, I think. I mean, we can... Maybe it is... Oh, it's turning because of aerodynamic forces. It is turning. Okay, that's good. That's good because that means we can get back control. Yes, now we should have control again. So let's actually... our electric charge is coming back. So I'm gonna toggle SAS off. Then I'm gonna stage this. And ideally... And I'm gonna toggle SAS on, and I'm gonna turn it so that, wow, that it is in sunlight, like this. And I'm trying to turn it retrograde, so it is definitely having the solar panel. Can we observe mystery goo here? Probably did this a lot of times already, but why not, right? I'm gonna do it anyway. No, it's not giving us any signs. That is fine. Where is our apoapsis? Is still way too high, so we'll probably go around. Even with this thing, let's see where this is gonna take us. Oh, this one took a quite different trajectory. Where is our... At least while it stays below 70, that's gonna be fine. It's just gonna take a while to get around. Where is our other... Do we not have the other one? Because it's not... Oh yeah, because it's probably not... because it doesn't have a probe core. We don't even see it. And we do not have... Oh, do we not have enough signal strength? Okay, that's also interesting to know. But it doesn't really matter because we will not do anything behind here. I mean... Yeah, now we do not have any signal at all. Which is interesting. But yeah, I will come back to you once the aero braking is working and we can hopefully land this safely. Yeah, we might have a problem, but we might also not. Let's reset this one. I think we just went very close. No, it's still near Kerbin. Wait, this is our Mun escape, which will bring us in a straight trajectory to Kerbin. Wait, the Mun escape, that should mean we should be able... Yes, that is science from the Mun. So wait, let's do all the science in case we can get it back. I truly don't think so. I truly don't think we can. Yes, but I mean we're gonna try. Close doors. The problem, we are close to the Mun. but I don't think... Let's actually take a screenshot here for a thumbnail. But I don't think we're gonna survive this, because we are on the dark side of Earth. That means pretty limited SAS. That means a lot of things, and that means not a lot of good things. I don't think we can make it. But I mean, we can try, right? So I'm actually gonna quick save. I mean, we got our encounter, which is exciting. It's just basically gravity slinging us into Earth. Or into Kerbin, I'm sorry. So that is gonna be interesting. I mean, I'm gonna try to not use SAS, but yeah, this is gonna be very hard to do. Very hard. Okay, now we're getting back into with 3,000 meters. Okay, wait, let me do some things here. For you, I'm gonna actually boost the ambient light a little bit so we can actually see something. But let's enable SAS. And if this thing is not gonna burn up, yeah, that is what I thought. Yes. Okay. So I think it's pretty clear that this mission was a failure. But I hope you still kind of enjoyed it. I mean, we could try again. Do you want me to try again? I think I should try it again. Yeah, let's revert this to some more sensible level. I didn't want to do this. Wait, close. Yeah, I will try it again, but I will do it in like sped up version, and I will just come back to you if there's something interesting. Okay, this time I was actually able to circularize, and the second stage is actually fine, and we do have fuel in there, so yeah, wish me luck. Now I just need to see if I can actually get to the Mun, because my trajectory is kind of weird, and we still do not have planning nodes. We just now have some more orbital information. So I'm gonna try, and actually we should probably stop auto warping. And where is my sun? I really need to have sun exposure there. Okay, and I'm actually gonna toggle off SAS because there's no need for SAS. Then we're gonna go here, and I'm gonna try and burn prograde. But that means I need to turn away my solar panels from the sun. So that is dangerous. Can we... Hello? Can I not? No, I do not want a stage view. I just want to have it there. Okay, like this. Because this is prograde. Yeah, we wanna get all the way over there. We really need to keep an eye on our electricity, because our sun exposure is not happy about this. Yeah, about this. I just wanna... Yeah, now we're circularized, so we're gonna try and rotate back. Now I need to try and break this. No, stop. Okay, we need to slow it down. And now we do have sun exposure again. Okay, so wait, let me put on stability assist here. Now, how the hell do I get an encounter with the Mun? Yeah, I'm not sure I'm able to do it. Okay, let's turn this off again. So in theory, if I now take this, and I think we need around, so pretty soon, around here at Apoapsis, we should probably be burning if we want to go to the Mun. Oh, now we can set it as target. But I'm not sure what that means in this case. I think if you draw a line straight, you want like, what would that be? Like if you have a clock, you want it like 20 past. You want your ship and then you want to burn prograde. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Do we want to burn right now? I mean, or do we want to wait some more? I think I want to wait a tiny little bit more. And then when we are... maybe like this. And then when we are here, we want to burn. Maybe a little bit further. Let's actually do a quick save here. And I am now going to burn. So we're going to toggle SAS on. We're going to try and use our reaction wheels to turn around to prograde. And then we want to stay on prograde as good as possible. Like this. And now we need to just stop. And we're going to do this. And we are going to burn. And now we're going to try and stay on prograde while lifting our periapsis to this altitude there. 11,400. Or no, 11.4 million. So that will be our new periapsis then. We'll see. No, our new apoapsis. We want to get this to 11.4 million while staying on prograde as perfectly as possible. Yeah. Let me try this and see if it will work. I really hope it will work. Thing is, we did not have a nice orbit, if you want to call it nice. I mean, let's see. Okay, let's slow this engine down a little. And there we go. Stop. Okay, so we do have an encounter. We do have an encounter, which is good. Okay. So now I'm just confused. Wait, so the blue one is going to be our first one, and then we'll have the encounter where we do our science, which is also in the sun, and then we'll go back and we will still be in orbit around Kerbin. This could actually work. So let's do another quick save. I think that is going to be okay. And then we technically probably can warp until we are there, can't we? Yeah, so let's warp there and we'll see each other there. And I almost forgot we really need to rotate the rocket again to get that single solar panel to be in the sun again. Yeah, because we really want that sun. Okay, so let's stop it and then turn off SAS so we save some power. Okay, then we're gonna go do a flyby. Something like this. So let's warp. Let's not warp too fast. I think though it will go back once we are in. We just need a flyby, right? We do not need anything else. Okay, so now we should have the first part, fly by the Mun, and then we want to now do some science. So we want to conduct the material study, we want to do the mystery goo, which is probably gonna burn up, but that's fine. We're gonna log pressure data, we are gonna log temperature. There's actually quite a bit of science here. And then we want to probably close this off. I don't know if it does make a difference. And then, how is our fuel? Electric charge is good. We are still pointing to the sun there. And now we just need to from the Mun. Didn't we just do that? Now I'm very confused. Recover or transmit any science experiment data from the Mun to achieve this goal. Do we actually need to land? Oh, okay. Yeah, we will not be able to do that. Absolutely not. Or not today. Return to Kerbin from a flyby of the Mun. Well, we can do that part, but we cannot do the scientific data from the Mun one. Or maybe I'll warp a little bit closer into the Mun's influence, but from the Mun, yeah, that means we would need to land. I mean, technically, we could maybe do it, but I'm not gonna risk it. No, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna try to return this. I did not see that we need to do that. Yeah, because if we now, we can try. We can review high over the Mun. Yes, so it's not gonna do what we want. Okay, so let's go back from the Mun and return to Kerbin from a safe flyby to the Mun. Yeah, this whole thing cost us more than it was worth it, probably, now that we... Yeah, there's no way we can do the gather scientific data from the Mun. I did not know that you have to do that too. It's probably also, we're gonna run out of time even if we want to do this one. We're gonna go to Apoapsis, and ideally we can still talk to our probe there. And if we now can turn prograde, we are directly retrograde, which is we actually want to be retrograde. So if we now burn a tiny bit, we should see our periapsis dropping quite rapidly. How's our electric charge? It's good. And we want to drop it to maybe, I don't know, 65 something thousand meters, just so we can aero brake and yeah, ideally land safely. I mean, we do have a lot of fuel. We can really brake ourselves in the atmosphere, so re-entry shouldn't be an issue anymore. And I think you can also click Control L to lock staging, or Alt L it is. But I'm not sure. I think there was a way to lock the staging, but no. Okay, stop. Yes, we wanna. Okay, I'm gonna burn a little bit more aggressive. And now we of course. And now we need to pay attention to our electric charge again. Now this is prograde. We wanna do retrograde. I did not toggle SAS on, so that is why that happened. Let's turn around. Let's just keep an eye on our periapsis. We can see it there. So yeah, we wanna. Nope, no. That was way too much. Okay. Yeah, that was way too much. So we're gonna go prograde again. We can fix it, hopefully. We just wanna go a tad bit higher than 13,000. That is gonna be a very hot re-entry otherwise. Okay, so on 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, and 55. I'm not sure. I think I want to go a little bit higher. Maybe 64? Yeah, I'm okay with 64. So let's actually quick save here again. And we are gonna go. We're gonna go there. Why did we go round? Okay. That was a bug from warping, from time warping. So let's slow ourselves down a little bit here and go a little slower to Earth. I'm lucky that this did not mess anything up with some trajectories there. Something like this, and then we'll go here, and then we stop. Okay, something like this. So now we are at 90, and we are again... Oh, we are out of electric charge again. Why? Why did we do this again? I mean, at least now we should be able to... We're not able to talk to it, but... I hope the same thing is gonna happen again with... Oh, that was stupid. I should have just thought of it. I mean, now we're in the atmosphere again, but we're on the dark side, which is not really helping. I mean, maybe we're lucky, but otherwise this thing is gonna burn up again. Yeah. I mean, it is kind of turning us, but I'm not sure if it's turning us in the way we want. I mean, right now there's no energy anyway, so it doesn't really matter what is happening. I just hope we can do another fly around there. Why did I turn on SAS again? Okay, now we're out of the atmosphere again. So I'm just hoping we can get some sunlight back. Okay, let's see. Is it in sun? Yes, it is in the sun. Okay, let's toggle SAS off. No, actually, let's do. And let's just make sure it is not turning anymore. Okay. That is going to be hard to land this thing. Ideally, we only get the apoapsis back so much that we can circularize again around Kerbin. Oh, I could have just burned retrograde there. But I would prefer to not... Maybe I'm actually gonna... I do have a lot of fuel. So let's actually do something here. So we're gonna go prograde here. I mean, we can do something... Can I not talk to it anymore? Hello? Oh yeah, I should probably do this. And then we're gonna go prograde so we can up the periapsis a little bit. So we do this, and then we go a little bit higher. So yes. No, that was too much. Oh, I did misclick there. Okay. And now, okay, now we need to pay attention again. We do not want to do a second flyby of the Mun. So let's quick save again here. So I'm not over warping. And I did run out of electric charge again. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. No. That was stupid. That was stupid. Wait, didn't I do a quick save? I'm not sure we can... Yeah, let's actually do this, and otherwise I'm gonna load a quick save. Are we in the sun again with our solar panel? Am I rotating slowly or something? I'm not really, but... Yes, this is messing things up. So let's load that quick save. And... Okay. Wait. Am I already out of power here? No, I'm not. Okay, so we're gonna turn it. Yeah, this rocket design is bad. It's very bad, and I'm just hoping I can get it back now into the atmosphere. Okay, so let's slow it down there, and let's try and go forward a little. I'm actually gonna quick save here again. Okay, I don't wanna overdo the thing. And then here, I'm actually gonna go, if I can still talk to it, and I still do have some electric charge, I hope I can go turn retrograde, like this. And then I hope I can get the apoapsis down, so I can land somewhere that it's not dark. That should, in theory, be possible. Let's toggle SAS and 4 million, 3 million. Because I kind of want to land, somewhere where it is light. So we do have some light for our solar panels. And we do still have fuel, so... Where is our periapsis? Seems to be okay. And now that we're gonna stop that burn. Well, maybe not. Let's actually pull our periapsis down enough. Like this. And this should make us re-enter. And this is gonna be the side that has light. So let's actually rotate it. Let's actually do a quick save here. And we're gonna rotate the whole ship. So that it ideally will have some light on the solar panels once we go around. Or we just actually give it some rotational force, so it will just always be in light. That is actually something we could do too. Okay, so now I'm not sure if it's going to preserve that though during the time warp. So maybe this is going to mess us up badly. I'm going to keep an eye on the electric charge there. And then once we are here, I'm actually gonna burn... I actually should have done that here. How low are we here? No, we're gonna just burn retrograde here. Okay, so let's go forward. Let's see, are our solar panels in the sun? No, they're not. Okay, so let's turn them around a little. And let's also turn the whole ship retrograde. Something like this. Let's see if we can do that. And then we are gonna land this thing. I really hope we can do it. And let's turn the ship some more. It's kind of weird to steer like that. Okay. And then we're gonna do a retrograde burn here. Just to bring our periapsis down quite a bit more. And we should see... Yes, now we should definitely land somewhere, but we need to do it more. We really want to land in the ocean there. Something like this is actually pretty damn good. So now I'm just trying to keep SAS on retrograde. I want to do this. I want to probably do this, and I want to get this parachute in here into the staging. Now we just need to keep an eye on our power. And keep going forward. And once we have some problems, we'll just try to... I'm just gonna try and burn a little bit all the time, just so we can break a little bit into the atmosphere there. Maybe I should actually not. I'm not sure. Just gonna keep giving it a little bit of a burn. And I hope we will... Yes, now we have some re-entry heating, so I will try to keep it low by actually burning through it. So we are slowing ourselves down, and as you can see, we can keep re-entry heating to a minimum. And once we are out of that, we can stage this. Can we? Decouple. And then we should be pretty stable when going down, and we should be able to engage our parachutes, and that should be a successful mission. Yeah, there's some clouds there, but that should be a pretty successful mission. Oh, well, no, it wasn't really a successful mission. We pretty much failed it because we didn't go to the Mun. Yeah, I think we have to change our plans for the next episode. We really do. But I hope you enjoyed it. I will recover this, of course. Now it's also raining here. Wow, okay, what's going on? Yeah, I will recover this. Please write me in the comments what you think of this video. Even though we failed the mission profile. Did we just land in the rain instead of over there where it's nice weather? I mean, it kinda matches the energy. Yeah. Please write me in the comments what you think of this video, and we are gonna see each other next time. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe. Did I say this already? And maybe also check out Patreon, just like all the wonderful people on the top right there did. And once you have done that, yeah, I just wish you a very nice day. And yeah, have a nice day and bye. By the way, why did that give us so much money? I'm a little bit confused. That gave us quite a bit of money, and maybe we're better off than I thought.